Welcome today, you guys, to the tech call. Kenton, I was just saying that I know you're asking if we could do some more private calls where we're not streaming. Today I do have it set to stream, but I was thinking maybe we do something where we do on like Thursdays or something like that that we're not live streaming, which I'm fine. We don't necessarily need to do like two live streams a week about this. Um, about the tech stuff anyways, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if the tech calls actually do much for like social media or any of that stuff anyways. So, um, but so I was thinking maybe Tuesdays we will stream and then Thursdays we won't stream or something like that um, as we go. So, um, and I mean, if there's anything that you guys don't want me to share, then just let me know and I can always cancel the stream. I don't really care. Not a whole lot. Anyways, okay, so. I don't know. Let me know where you guys are at. Jack, how are you guys making out with messaging and all that fun stuff
Got an
inside?
issue I've been looking at, and now it's in the emails. Can I share with you the screen and
Of
see if you
course you
can't
can. Yeah.
find it's these trigger links that got me stumped, but this is in an email, not a text.
Yeah, okay.
Let me see if I can't get it up for you. Oh shoot.
I was just
No.
working one of the other projects we're working on. We have all the emails, not in snippets, but in email templates. And there's I don't know if it has to do if in the emails you have to turn on sync, but I know in the workflows, um, there is a place where you can turn on sync, but I don't know if that's just for email templates or if it's for um just I think snippets. Snippets automatically translate over, but I think if it's inside of an email template, which is a different thing, it might not always show up. But anyways, go ahead. You share your screen.
Oh, I'm trying a heck
Let
of
me
a
know when you're
time
thinking.
to get over here, but I don't know how to get it to you.
All right. At the bottom there should be just it should say share or something, yeah.
Yeah, it does, but I can't seem to share what I'm trying to share. Can you see my
Oh,
screen?
yeah, we see high level.
Oh, okay, good. This is the one, Res Connect Store. Let me get to where it is. Shoot, not able to. Oh, here we go. This link right here, tap here for all offers doesn't work. And I've looked everywhere. I don't know how to get into that. It's a link that's supposed to be in that, and I
Okay.
can't find out what to do with it.
All right. So if you scroll up just a little bit in that email, oh, not all the way up, but just to the top of that email where it says like details or something. Yeah, click on the three dots, click details, click on workflow.
This
Some,
email right here, I believe.
yeah, yeah, it could be that one. Yeah, click on that.
Pretty sure it is.
Um,
Yep, tap here for all
s-
offers is right there.
so if you click on those three dots in that email to the right, you should, oh, it doesn't let you edit the design.
No,
Okay,
it doesn't.
so scroll up a little bit. Preview header text. Does it show you which snippet is coming from?
Oh, I got to tell you, I'm
All
sorry.
right.
I've
Yeah, I
spent
know.
hours yesterday and all
Yeah, okay.
morning
So
this
scroll
morning.
down. Okie dokie. I don't know. I'll go check. Let me check on
And
my side
here,
here.
if I click on this and hold it down, it gives me that, which I can't read. It's an
Says tap. It just
HTTPS.
says tap. Yeah.
There's some kind of a URL link there.
Yeah.
But if I click on that, it'll just bring me back to this.
Yeah, okay. So let's
And I
go
can highlight it,
snippets.
but it
Um,
doesn't do anything when I highlight it either.
um, okay, well let me just I think I know what email it will be.
I got three of them like that. And that it's
Okay.
always the same link. Tap here for all offers. And I can't fix it in any of the emails.
Okay, I'm just looking here. One sub offer, one, two, three. It's weird that it doesn't show. Let's go switch that to 100. A good question. Um, so we go back here.
Yeah, I got the other snippets and links all worked out. I figured them
Yeah,
out, but this one's got me stumped.
I am looking. Okay, let's go back to marketing. It's not. There's another
There
email.
too.
No campaigns. No. They should all be under snippets though. Yeah. So
Couldn't find it under snippets.
no, it's I'm seeing. I'm not seeing it either.
Okay.
Just no. Let's just try. Right there. There's 116 emails or messages that are in here. Even if I look up hey. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I'm just looking on my end. Sorry, it's let me go into that email and do we figure out which PR001? So it should be in oh, let me see. Sorry, it's do I not have one that says PR001? PR dash 001. Two. There, I found it.
No way.
So, um, let's just see what that says. Okay. So go into okay, go to your snippets. I
Where?
don't I don't know why it doesn't show it in the workflow.
Then we
Go
go back to
into
workflows.
no, go yes. and then go to marketing and then snippets. And then search for PR dash 001
PR what?
dash 001. Okay, the second one down, it's the if you I guess you can't make your screen bigger, but it's there's like week one, week two, week three, all the ones on the left-hand side. That's what they'll say. So the second one down, the PR email new sub offer right there, click edit that one.
Are you talking about
That's
the second one from the top?
yeah,
That's it.
yeah,
And edit that. That's why I didn't see it. Okay. Jeez.
yeah,
Now do what with that? Tap here for all offers.
yeah. Click on that and then change the trigger
Click
link.
on it or right click on it or
Oops.
highlight it. Highlight it
Um,
and then go to
oh
links,
yeah,
embed.
just click that. Yeah.
Oh, that's why I couldn't. So it's that F5 links that are all broke. So I want to delete that.
Yeah, delete that and then and then add in the other one.
What other one?
The link to loyalty dashboard or link to promotions page.
You know, you left a highlighted period on that, what you just uh, deleted there, Jack, which might screw you up.
Link to
It was linked to promotions page. It was like
link to
right there.
promotions page. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I screwed up a period, she said somewhere.
Oh, just hit save and then see what happens.
Yeah,
Still there. Okay.
that period right after the S on offers there.
As long as it's yeah, not a different URL.
That was from the last one. You left it there.
I don't,
Okay.
yeah, so I don't know why. It must be a change from high level, not showing you where the snippet is or which snippet you're using. The other ones were showing though, right? When it would you would have a drop down and it would tell you which snippet you're using.
Right. Okay.
I wonder if it's an update from high level in
Wouldn't
the
doubt it.
widget here.
Okay, so that should be working now. Is that correct for
Yeah.
all of them? Okay.
So
And there's
you
no
would
way to.
yeah, you'd want to go through each one of those PR001 emails. Again,
Okay.
like so part of me wonders like maybe I'll have to reach out to support and ask them like why when we import a snapshot into another one, the trigger links aren't updating. But then I don't know. I'm like it's 50-50 on the answer that I'm gonna get. Am I gonna get
So
it right answer? Or is it just gonna be something, you know,
okay.
off the wall?
Well, we'll wait and see how
Anyways.
that works out. We'll sign up another one. It's first week email. So
Okay, yeah.
mm,
So there's the first week, second week, each one of those PR001 emails and text messages are like week one, two, three. I think there's like 6 weeks or 8 weeks of messages to remind customers to come in and use their promotions after they signed up to be a VIP.
okay, so that should have done it. Thanks.
Yeah, okay. You're welcome. Sorry, it's hard to find there.
Yeah, that
Um,
was a rough one.
um, okay, so here's what here, I'll share my screen here just quickly. And I don't know if it's I'm gonna check a different replace screen share. Yeah, okay. So it looks like it's doing it all over the place here. This in a snippet, you used to be able, it would tell you what snippet you're using. Right now, it's not telling me what snippet I'm using, and I think that's where the problem is. So even if I went here, the only thing it's giving me the option to do is remove it. And then when you go to remove it, you can select an existing template. But if you didn't know what templates you were using before, you're not going to be able to just go and find it, which makes things more complicated. PR dash 001. Or no, that's not even PR. I don't even know what this is. So what I tried to do was name the snippets the same as what the workflow is going to be. So um, we should be able to say B001 or B dash 001, birthday email one. So in the future, yeah. So if you can't find what messages and you know what workflow it is, search for do a search for what's at the start. Um so even that other one that we just looked at, that the PR one, that um PR. So this is the follow-up reminder for their first coupon. They signed up for a coupon. They haven't come in to use it. If you want to change those messages, you can look inside of snippets for PR001. And I think
Yeah.
I named naming convention with all the messages should be very similar to that. But this makes it annoying now that we can't, because it told you which snippets you were using before, and now it's not showing us what snippet we're using.
Jason, would you be able to scroll up the page just a little bit?
Yeah.
Would you be able to click on pre-header, the text, preview text? Would you be able to click on that little icon and then do a variable search
Uh,
up to the right? Like
where?
click on the little icon on the right.
This one?
Up. Yep, right there. And then will the snippets appear in there? So at least as a workaround, you can find it while you're on the same page, find the snippet, and then copy it from the pre-header and paste it in the email? Or will that not allow you to edit the
I
email?
don't even see where that would.
Yeah, it wouldn't let you edit.
Okay.
I don't see it in there at all. Um,
Okay, because that's pulling from a template. It doesn't allow you to edit the email either.
yeah,
So
so you can't, but if you're in email templates, you can edit the design, but because it's a snippet, it's not letting you. So maybe it's something that we need to look at switching things over to email templates rather than snippets for the future. Um yeah, right now it is not telling
hmm.
me which one that is. And that I'm wondering if that's something new. It's got the same builder because it used to just have a drop down right here and you can
Yeah,
select which
look there
snippet you
too.
wanted to. But if you go to remove now it's asked you if you want to quick compose, start email builder, or from smart builder. So you can actually just use the actual email builder inside of workflows, and that's probably why. Now select from. Yeah, that's not helpful unless you know which. I mean, it's helpful when you're first putting it in there, but it's not helpful to tell you which one you're actually using. So maybe we're gonna have to do something like PR001 or something like that. Um, like day one kind of thing, so we know what email that email is coming from. That's new anyways. So we'll have to give that some thought. And that must have been a change that just happened because I think last week it wasn't like that at all when we were going through it. So, okay. Um, I'll post in the group too. So I don't think there's probably no workaround for it, but I will see what anybody says
Okay.
about that. Even if I mean, even if you moused over it and it told you which template it was, that would be awesome.
Yep.
Maybe that's a suggestion that we need to provide. I'll make a post about that afterwards. See if somebody can do something about it because yeah, now it's like we don't know you can't tell which email template you're using anymore. So that makes it difficult for customization. But I tried to make sure everything that says, DBR V for like that should all be in snippets. Everything should be named very similar to what where it is, what email and in which a workflow that email is or text message is supposed to be in. Or he'll just share that again. So yeah, you should see A001, A002, like under marketing snippets, you should see those like PR A01. Um, those are all the emails there, A, B, C, D for the, and then like V dash. So those ones. So the workflow, whatever workflow you're in the automation, I tried to make sure that at least the start is the same. Okay. Alrighty. Well, um, who else has something for us today? Any other thoughts or anything that we want to work on? Just a reminder, I was just saying that this just let you guys know that this Thursday I won't be available for a call. I will be on an airplane. So um during our regular time here, but next Tuesday I'll be around. So we'll just be skipping this Thursday for the call. We've got Bradley on here. Brad, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. It was just you remember a few weeks ago when I said the redirect wasn't working on an iPhone? I was just wondering if you managed to look into that.
I did not. Um, sorry, no. I got your message about it working on the Samsung, but I haven't had a chance.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
completely forgot to look into that. But I did buy my daughter an iPhone since then. So it's gonna make it easier for me to test that specific thing. So I will look at it over the next few days here and see if there's something that we can do. It's not redirecting, like it's opening up the other tab and then it's yeah, like you said, it was saving it's not loading up the other page until
You
um
go back to the tab, the back to the original tab.
you go back to the original tab and then does it redirect, or is it
Yeah, yeah,
just,
but it won't redirect until you go back to the old tab.
yeah, okay. But it still redirects though.
But if they don't go back to the other tab, it won't ever redirect. So then it won't remove them from the workflow.
Okay. 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 I will take a look at that over the next few days because maybe we just need to switch, like I said, maybe we need to switch things up there. I will put that in my notes while I'm working away here to see if I can figure out something else for that without having to rely on the um without having to rely on that form. Maybe there's something we can do. Maybe I can make an updated version of that. I have an idea. So I'll work on that and I'll give you an update. I just want to make sure I have you in here in my um contacts so I can message you later. I should. Yeah, I have you right here. Uh Clearline Digital.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'll take a look at that. And I have an idea that maybe we can use JavaScript to trigger that instead of, that way we can at least trigger the workflow and get them out of the system when they go and go to the next step. And then
Yeah,
maybe we have the redirect in there to a few things to think about with that, but we'll see what I can do there. Okay.
yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, sorry I haven't got that. It totally slipped my mind. And actually, I will make sure that I write it down in my notebook here so that I don't forget it in my to-dos. Okay, cool. All right. I got my notes on that. Excellent. Um, Kenton, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Okay, cool. Was there anything you needed help with today or wanted to take a look at?
Um, nothing,
Okay.
nothing really off the top of my mind right now.
Okay, cool. Um, and things are going well. Yeah, I know you're always pushing forward on lots of stuff. So,
Yeah, so I have so I'm really focused on um, what I shared with you through email. I got the horse blinders on just that. So
yeah,
um, it's the only way to really accomplish something is to focus on one thing. So
yeah, absolutely. Um, okay, cool. Yeah, what else? Um, yeah, I don't
I've got
know.
something fun to share with you, Jason.
Yeah, absolutely. I would like to hear.
So, and this is something I was sharing with a friend of mine that I thought was pretty amusing, seeing as, all of us here on this call are super wrapped up in tech.
Yeah,
And so I was meeting with a restaurant owner a couple weeks ago, and I knew he was not, I mean, we're trying to sell him on Go High Level and the whole, using all of the different aspects of
yeah,
everything in the system. And I knew he was not a tech guy. So I literally created a 12-point PowerPoint presentation that I printed out and put in a three-ring binder, left my computer in the car, and walked in and sat down and talked to him for a half an hour and went through the page by page what this could do for him in his restaurant and
yeah.
sold him at the end of the meeting. And I sold Go High Level on paper and didn't even open a computer once. I thought that was pretty amusing. So just to let you know, it
That's
can
awesome.
still be done.
I think you can, and I am agree with you. I love that idea, and I've done something very similar with even that slide deck that we have for like the rewards and promotion system. I will
Yeah,
print that out and bring it with me and go through that instead of like opening up a tablet or a computer or whatever, and then just having a like a QR code they can scan or something like that at
right.
the end that they get the text message without going into high level or anything. I think that's awesome. I think I think that's great. And I've taken this presentation, and I brought this with me and I printed out. That's why I made it on white. I think
Oh,
originally I
cool.
had it on black, but it goes through every step of the promotions and rewards, like the promotion system and pricing and everything. And then yeah, I'll usually just have like a QR code that they can scan. Like here, take your phone, scan this, and then they can sign in, And because that a lot of time with like restaurant people and other clients too, they don't want to know high
Correct.
level earning. I've got like 1% of clients that are excited about like high level tech. You know, I'm showing, oh, this is the CRM and you could do this and whatever. And they're like, oh, this is so exciting. This is awesome. 99% of everyone else is like, please don't tell me how this works.
Right.
I don't want to know.
Right.
Like, I don't want to know the tech stuff behind it. I don't care. I just want to know, like, does it work? And like, how does it work? What's the experience like, right? So I think that's awesome. So
Yeah, no, it was.
what did you end up selling him on then? Like, how is he going to use the system? Or are you going to manage it for him or?
Yeah, it was a full management. I mean, part of it was he said, "Hey, I've been looking for the last 6 to 9 months trying to redo my website, but I can't find anybody who I can trust to get it done." I mean, just that whole
Yeah,
deal. So, I mean, he knew me and he has seen some of the sites I've put together before. So I told him, "Hey, I can do that as an intro." I said, but you know, went through all of the different elements of, attraction and retention, and then how we could build it into the system so that it could basically manage his restaurant. and then sold him on the reviews, did the tap card thing so that he got
Yeah.
to see what that looked like. So that was really the only tech, but that was pretty
Yeah.
cool. And then, talked about the voice AI, excuse me, and and what we're doing in our place and how it's helping with interruptions from their staff. And the funny part was, one of his wait staff came into my restaurant like a few nights later and came over and gave me a hug. And she goes, "You have no idea how much that's going to help us." She goes, "In the summer, because we're much like
Yeah.
you, we're very seasonal.
Yeah.
We go from 3,000 residents to 35,000 over the summer,
Yeah.
and and she goes, over the summertime, she goes, I'm doing everything I can to keep my head above water serving customers. She said most of the people that call are looking to make a reservation for 2 weeks out, or what's the phone number for this
Yeah.
other place? And she
Yeah.
goes, and if this could just answer that and do that, she goes, it would save me a whole bunch of time. Like just stupid little things like that, where, it resonates with different people differently. So, we're going to sell them the whole package. And, you know, like I said, within
Absolutely.
within a
That's
half an hour,
awesome.
it was just a full sale.
That's awesome. The like we're in a very touristy place right now. So there's like 160,000 people live here, but it probably jumps another 50,000 in the
Hmm.
summer. Where we lived before a few years ago is called the Soyuz, and it's just a little resort town, and it's about 5,000 people, give
Hmm.
or take, how like a lot of snowbirds, people are traveling like for the winter and summer. But that goes up to 25, 30,000 in the summer. All the hotels are booked, everything, like the beaches are full,
Right.
everything there. Like it's crazy, but everybody wants a reservation. Oh, we got to call and make a reservation for everything, right? So and then they're just like they're slammed. And then the only thing that I found with working with them, and it's good that you're chatting with them, but um I had a similar situation where I sold the stuff to a restaurant, and the people who worked there were like, "This is amazing," but like the owner was still like, "I don't know, it's okay," whatever. But they're like, "This is
Right.
gonna be so good. This is awesome!" Like because we're in a small town, they'd stop me on the street and they'd be like, "This, what you guys have come up with, this is awesome. I'm so excited to use it." And then, whatever. Yeah. So so that's awesome to hear. That's awesome to hear. And I think the honestly, the least you can talk about the actual tech and the more you can talk about like the benefits and how it's going to help them, um, is how I
That's the
think how
sale
you
right
make
there. Yeah.
sales,
Yeah.
right? Because yeah, I can't think of any of our clients who really care. Like I've got again like 2 out of 100 that care about the tech. Um, and then everybody else is just like just as long as it works. Here's my ads.
Right.
What am I spending? How many leads am I getting? How are we following up with people? How is the AI working? That kind of thing. That's what they want to know. And that's where reporting is so important, for those type of clients, because they don't know, they're not in the tech. They don't know. Um, they need reporting for you to tell them this is how it's working. This is what you got. This is how things have changed. You need to tell them those
Right.
things have changed, or else we've had so many clients hire us to do ads. They start getting busier and they're like, oh, I don't know if it's that we hired you guys to do ads, or maybe we're just getting busier. Maybe it's not, has nothing to do with you guys. And we're like, you guys were slow.
That's the
You
whole reason
hired
you
us to
hired
run
us.
ads. You started getting customers, and now you're like, well, maybe we're just awesome. It has
Right.
nothing to do with
Right.
you. Yeah, anyways. So that's where reporting is super important, and we put a lot of effort into reporting. We just hired we'll see how it goes, but we hired a guy who's going to try to automate as much of our reporting as possible. They build reporting systems using like their in-house AI system, which it'll be interesting to see how that goes. And then we just have another VA in our team who does a lot of N8 and AI stuff. So maybe there's a combo there. But I know we need to get our reporting um, dialed in again because of just kind of where we're at and how much time it's taking to do reporting. If we're not doing something else, I know Shan and the team is working on reporting just to get those numbers out to everybody.
Nice.
So,
So do you have a central repository that you have all of that information? And I apologize, I just saw Judy's post into the chat. She was asking while you were talking about the slides that you showed, if there was a copy. But
oh
that
yeah,
brought up
yeah, you can
like is
totally take this and I'll put it here. I think it's in the training area, but if I always just kind of drop it back in here. Just make a copy of it when you go to it, just go file, make a copy, entire presentation, and then you can edit it however you like.
cool.
You just make your own version of it, high level, or Google will drop it all into your own thing there too. And then I have got, I think there's another one for reviews too. I can actually share this with you guys too. Let me see. This, I don't know if it's this one. Like there's a lot of good information in here too. I don't know if this is the actual, no, not this one. I don't like this one. This is a different one, but I've got a webinar that I've done for um, restaurants marketing, which just got a lot of good information. And then we talk about, um, I'll share this with you guys because this is the webinar I usually do for power tools, but it's for the loyalty and rewards and promotions. Um, so I'll put this in chat too because well, you probably wouldn't copy this exactly. There's a lot of good slides in here just about like, talking about restaurants, talking about new customers, why it matters, what's important, um, those kind of things, getting more customers. And it kind of includes elements from that other presentation. But it also talks about the whole promotion system. So this one's geared more towards talking to agencies, but you could 100% take this and use it to talk to businesses as well. You'd have to like yeah, you probably want to change some of the stuff. So this one is July 2011, but I've been streamlining that for a while. So it's not a bad one to pull some information from. Now, probably wouldn't go and just like start doing that whole presentation in front of somebody. But I mean, you had a relationship with this guy, so you probably went in and chatted with him about business and talked to him about all this stuff. So he trusts you and everything. And then talk about how you're going to help him. I think that's important. One of
Right.
the guys I was talking to on the weekend from our hockey team, one of my kids' hockey teams, he is a home inspector that just started his business last year, and he's busy. He hasn't been running ads or anything like that. But I think I was talking to his wife at one of the tournaments. We were all over for dinner, and I was just saying like the best thing that he could probably do is just go in person because he's a home inspector, go in person to every realtor in the city and chat with them about him being an inspector and everything like that because it's like as a home inspector, right? You're not going to go and necessarily run ads for home inspection. You want the people who are selling the houses and listing the houses to be referring you. So going building a relationship with each one of those realtors, even if they already have somebody, maybe they have a backup. You're a backup or whatever. So just building the your reputation and having a conversation and building a relationship with those guys is so important. But a lot of it again is just face to face, offline, have a conversation, right? And it's sometimes a slower way to grow, but it's an easy way to start building a relationship with your customers because nobody wants to do that anymore. Like it's a lot, not, it's not, it's a lost skill. It's a lost art to go and have a conversation with somebody that you're selling, right? Or
No,
not even
you're
selling, but
you're
talking
absolutely
to.
right. I mean, that's something where I know that every single one of us on this call get the emails or the calls daily. That's just like,
Yeah.
hey, one transaction, right? Hey, this is who I am. You want to buy my stuff?
Yeah.
So we purposely pivoted from, hey, here's the thing that we have, and here's why you should buy it, to we actually do a 7 to 12 touch point campaign before we even ask for a sale. And we lead with it typically takes 7 to 12 interactions with a customer to build a relationship for the get them to remember you. So we're going to do that first so that you get to know us, and then we'll have a conversation about what we offer. And then
Yeah.
throughout the entire campaign, it's this is how you build a relationship with your customer. And on the eighth or the 10th email or interaction, we're like, hey, would you like to integrate this in your business? And we'll show you how to do what we're doing.
Yeah. I mean, we all do. I get dozens of emails, probably a week, of
Yeah.
someone trying to sell me on something. And they're all cold emails, and then it's like, oh, just bumping this back up. Are you interested or not? And it's like, no, not interested in. I mean, I'm sure there's some people who like sign up for things, but I know I'm not. Anyways, it's like, um, there's so much stuff. Hey, could you use another 75 leads this month? Yeah, whatever it is. But yeah, oh, what if we could get you, like, yeah, I've got a list of 500,000 people. Do you want me to like, well, yeah, okay, great. But it's having those conversations. Some of our best clients we've ever had like are from just conversations we've had with people, out and about,
Have you
they've
met
turned
them
it.
before, Jason, when you have those conversations? Like for restaurants, right? You're talking about generally?
Well, just in general, like, um, one of our biggest clients that we had that was a real estate coach, um, just ran into her at a conference that we were at. We were one of the sponsors, but we were there and we were chatting and just had a conversation with them, right? And it turned into like a 2-year project or 3-year project that we were working on with them. One of the big contracts we have right now came from um, Chandel having a conversation with people at the rink, just talking about work or whatever. But then um, just sending out an email saying, "Hey, I'd love to chat with you more about your business and what you guys are working on." You know, um, and then and then messaging people through social media too, but just starting up a conversation with them about their business. And so they're not always people that you knew from the beginning or like from before, but they're people who they need help, they need something, they've been looking for someone. They don't trust all the emails and messages and text messages and everything that they get through cold call because again, so many people have been burned, right? Um, you don't know who you can trust, and even if they haven't been burned, they've heard of stories of people. I don't even know somebody who's been burned by a marketing agency or anything, but you've just heard that somebody has. So you're wary of somebody sent me this message. Are they trying to screw me? You know, um, we've hired VAs that, they're good, and then they just ghost you and they're gone. And you don't know like what the deal is with it. But it's like if you go and just start building that relationship and have those conversations with people, that you're building a relationship. People want to do business with people that they know, like, and trust, right? And you do that just by having regular conversations with someone. And and then if you can demonstrate. So some of the things that I find interesting is I've talked with people for years. They know that we have an agency, don't really um know. We add them on social media, add them as a friend on social media. Then they see some of our videos and posts and marketing stuff that we put out there, and they're like, I didn't know you guys do that. I didn't know that you guys build websites and do all these other things and automation and whatever. I didn't know that you guys do that. And then you're talking to them and they're like, oh, some of the stuff that you're talking about in your videos really resonates with me, and I'd like to hire you for stuff. So you don't really know. So even if you're just having a conversation with people out and about, they don't um they don't know, like, you don't know if that's going to turn into something anyway. So just having that conversation, adding them on social media, and if you have videos and stuff on there that they watch later, sometimes that turns into work. Sometimes that turns into contracts as well. They'll reach out to you and say, "Hey, I'm starting this new business. Can you help me with it?" Um, so that's it. You just never know. And I think the having the conversations with people you meet really, really kind of helps out.
Yeah, right on. Thanks.
Yeah.
Jeff, are you there? Just wondering,
Yeah,
if,
go ahead.
hi, if you can share with us the 7 to 11 touch points that you do. Like, do you do like 3 emails and then 2 text, or how do you do it?
Um, are you talking about the
Like what you
presentation that I did for the restaurant? Or are you talking about the follow-ups that are?
the ones that you were just talking about, where you said, oh, we find that it takes, 7 to 11 touch points before somebody will do business with you. So we're going to do that with you before,
Yes.
and
Yep.
then those touch points, what are the touch points that you're doing in that?
Well, I mean, it's just a combination of text and emails. If we have emails only, then it's obviously an email marketing campaign. But if it's text and email, then we mix it up. We have two separate automations. Um, but I mean, basically, it's the first one is just, hi, nice to meet you. This is what we do, and basically we build relationships. We want to teach you how to build relationships with your customers. There's a system that does it, but we don't want to get technical. And we'll show you how it's done over the next so many communications. And then each time that it's just reaching out to somebody and just piquing their curiosity. At any point in time, they're going to reach back out and say, hey, this is really interesting. What do you have? Or they'll wait till the end of the sequence, and then when we ask for to book a call, I mean, that's the ultimate goal, is to get them on the phone. So, and again, that's a cold outreach. That's not necessarily if we have a face to face with somebody. We've got a different sequence for that. But um, I guess the whole purpose of me saying all that in the beginning was, it's got to be multiple transactions and multiple touch points for you to build that relationship with somebody, to make them, I mean, I don't know about you, but when I saw Jason's first thing, I was like, I watched the video and I was like, man, this is really cool. And I didn't buy right away, but I slept on it and I went back, I watched it again. I, did a little bit of research, and then I was like, all right, this guy knows his stuff. And then, then I reached out. So,
I
Yeah.
always liked there was a phrase from a guy named Evan Pagan. And
yes.
Evan Pagan, one of the things I was just packed one of his books called, I think it's called Opportunity, but I followed Evan for like probably close to 25 years now. Maybe not 25 years. Let's say since like 2008. So it's like 16, 17 years from some of the stuff that he first started putting out. He's built like a $400 million a year like information business, right? I don't think he does as much as he used to, but their company still does a lot. And one of the things that I love that he said is allow people the pleasure of like discovering you. Like, instead of always trying to sell people, like, people are excited when they find your stuff, and then they sell themselves on it, kind of thing, right? Give people the pleasure of discovery. Let them find you, kind of thing. And I mean, you can manufacture that too, but it's like letting them discover the information, letting them discover stuff. So if they sign up with your email and it's like you're still emailing them and stuff like that, but they're discovering more as they go, because it wasn't necessarily that you cold outreach them or whatever else, or you just tried to hard sell them. It's like when people discover something, it just triggers something else in their brain, which is kind of really neat.
Yeah.
So I always loved Evan Pagan has so much good stuff. From years of training. Like some of my favorite courses are from him that I've gone through on information marketing and um, like even NLP and neuro linguistic programming and all different kinds of stuff that they have, which is awesome. Anyhow, what was I thinking? Um, I was working on something a while ago called I always like the title 21 touch points. There was a lady who I saw did a presentation about touch points, and I was in a speaking group for like a Saskatchewan speakers or something like that. And this is years and years ago, but she was talking about the more touch points it takes somebody to convert somebody into a customer, right? And the more touch points you have, the better it is, whether it's text messages or emails or whatever. Or follow up or conversations or phone calls, whatever. It all helps out. And I know that's one of the things that I'd like to build more into our whole marketing system here as well is and I kind of mentioned it just before Christmas, I think, but it's something I'll continue to work on here too to help out. So having said that, I do need to get going. We've got some stuff rolling along today, and I'm pretty sure Hendrix just came down here to tell me that we've got to go. He's giving me a thumbs up. So, you guys take care. If there's anything that you guys need, you'll have to message me in email or Slack or on Facebook for the next few days. I will be back. We won't have a call on Thursday, but we will have a call on Tuesday next week. So, yeah, let me know if you guys have anything. All right.
Thanks, Jason.
All right. You guys
Appreciate
take
your help,
care.
Jason.